Okay, well, we're here live with Jacquie Roar from Oregon. What's the town?
North Plains, Oregon.
North Plains, Oregon. All right, but right now it's all about Nashville.
Yes, I'm here in Nashville and I'm ready to party.
All right, so good to meet you, and thank you for your time and the interview. So let's see. The questions start off with from Oregon, born and raised.
Okay, I was born in Chicago, but yeah, I'm pretty native, I would say, to Oregon, yes.
Okay, now Oregon's not really known for country music like Nashville is. I'm sure they've got some up there, but how did you fall in love with country music?
My mom in the 90s went through a big country phase. And at that time, I was going through a really big rock phase. It was grunge rock, Alice in Chains, Metallica, all that stuff. And I loved it so much. And then she kind of showed me that 90s country stuff. And I fell in love with John Michael Montgomery. I fell in love with Martina McBride, Trisha Yearwood. And so it just kind of grew from there. And I think that's kind of where the blend was. You know,
Okay.
It's rock country for me. So
I love it. I love it. Okay. Which is an awesome mix, too. When you find some artists that really blow your mind, it's amazing.
You know, I think there's all kinds of good country. You got that classic where it just really chills you to the bone sometimes, and then you sometimes just need that somebody to rock your face off with country, you know.
Yeah.
And that's me. That's what I do.
I love that, and I've got one of my favorite rock country guys, you know. But inspiration-wise, rock country, who do you think's like way up there right now in your vision?
You know, I think Hardy is doing really well.
Yes.
He's doing some really unique stuff with country music, and I'm looking at him for some cues, you know. Lainey Wilson, she has kind of that Dolly Parton soprano, really sweet voice, but she's doing it to big music.
Yeah.
So I look at her too. But Chris Stapleton he has that voice, but he's choosing to keep it real classy.
Right.
I would love to see him rock out.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. That would be like in concert,
Yeah.
blow your mind. Like, oh my God,
Yes.
make you sweat.
He covered a Metallica song, and it's so good. It's
Wow.
so good. Oh,
All right.
yeah,
Let me
I
ask
hear
you about my fave, Brantley Gilbert.
I just saw him 2 nights ago, and I was blown away.
Isn't he freaking amazing?
I was blown away. I was like, oh my God, he's doing what I want to do. Like, that's insane.
Okay.
He had this guitarist with like long dreadlocks to his knees and just like rocking his head bang and hair was going everywhere. I was like, yes! I was screaming the whole
drummer's
time.
got the mohawk.
Yeah, and they were playing old school Korn too. They were playing like the beginning of a bunch of just amazing. I recorded it because I was like, this is amazing. Oh yeah, I'm in love. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him many years ago, and I went, oh, wow. I mean, half of it was cowboys, the other half was bikers.
Yes,
It was
yes.
so freaking cool. It's just perfect audience.
That's my crowd.
I love it. I love it. So the female, Mrs. Gilbert.
Yeah, oh man, yeah, that'd be great.
Oh my gosh. All right, let me see what else I got here. How often do you get to Nashville?
I was just talking about this with another person. They were asking how often I come. I say I'm sharing 50-50 custody with Nashville and Oregon right now. They're like my mom and dad. So,
I love it. I love it. Back and forth all the
yes,
time.
yes.
Where
all
do you
the
stay
time.
when you're down here?
Okay, so I change it every time. Right now I'm in Hermitage because I wanted to kind of get away from the traffic because I know how busy it's going to be. But I like to usually stay downtown. And the last time I was here, I stayed at the Placemaker. No, sorry, I stayed at Cambria, but the time before I stayed at Placemaker, and that's how I fell in love with the Southern, the restaurant. So now I might just stay at Placemaker just because of that, because it's across the street from Placemaker.
The food. All right, let's see. Bad Habit. That's your latest album?
That is the first release that I had coming right off of The Voice. My newest one is Learn About Love.
Okay, forgive me. All right,
No,
tell
no,
me
no.
about Learn About Love.
Learn About Love is basically a kind of a rockin' version of how hard it is to learn about love. I mean, it breaks your heart. It sometimes you don't know what's good until you've had the bad. So it's a song about that.
And how'd that come about? What inspired you for that song?
You know, I didn't write that one, actually. I wrote Bad Habit, but Molly Reed, Jaden Michaels, and Jason Mater wrote Learn About Love. And Jason brought it to me and was like, I think this is you. Like, I think this talks about your life. You should sing it. And at first, I'll be honest with you, I didn't like it because I thought it was too sweet. And he goes, well, Jackie it up, just trust me. So when we got in the studio and he put all the heavy instruments on it, I was like, oh my God, this is me.
Oh my God, it came out in the studio.
Yeah, and it was just, I mean, I love headbanging to that song.
Oh, I love it. I love it. All right, all right. And do you write a lot of your own music?
I do, yes. I write a lot. I wrote 3 songs just Monday and Tuesday, so I mean, I'm writing a lot. I'm writing right now with a lot of Canadian writers. So, Canadian radio is kind of what I'm aiming for. I actually have a huge fan base in Canada, so I'm trying to get in there.
Get in there.
Yeah.
All right, all right. Let me see. I wrote down here. What was your biggest takeaways from The Voice and your experience with American Idol? What were your takeaways?
Um, I hate to speak poorly of anything, but American Idol put me into a very deep depression. It made me not want to do music ever again. I mean, they treated me so poorly. The contestants were not very nice. The only people really that I made friends with is Brittany Kellogg, who was actually playing at CMA Fest this year. We're still friends, and and it was just like a horrible situation. But The Voice was the polar opposite. I cannot speak highly, any more higher than I can right now. Is just they care about you. They make sure that you emotionally are taken care of. They are preparing you every step of the way for what's happening next. They don't just throw you to the wolves. They really, really care about your mentality and your well-being. And the contestants are the same way. They were not competitive in nature. They were very caring. I was the mama of the group. Everybody came to my room for jam nights, snacks, whatever. If they didn't have money for food, they came to my room and I fed them, So we all became a family. I'm very good friends with Huntley. I'm very good friends with Steve. I got biased to come out to Oregon for a few gigs. So we're all just taking care of each other. We have to after The Voice. It's not like they can do much afterwards for us. It's
Right.
all about the labels after that. So they did what they had to do, gave us the exposure, and we got to work with what they gave us.
Okay, and so was there anything from there what was your biggest takeaway from The Voice? I mean, for your career?
Reba gave me some really great pointers. I used to be crazy on the stage. I used to just run from one end to another and, all the time. And she goes, Jackie, just stand still for a minute and sing. Just stand there. And she goes, do you feel power? And I was like, actually, yeah, I do feel power. She goes, okay, now sing half the song just standing still. And I said, okay. So she goes, didn't that feel even more powerful? I said, yeah, but, I really want to move because I feel the music. She goes, feel it here, not here. And I'll tell you, it's changed the way I perform for the rest of my life.
Wow.
And people go, God, you've gotten so much better since The Voice.
No kidding.
The way you present yourself on stage is so much better, and I thank Reba for that.
Oh, that's awesome. Yay, thank you, Reba.
Yeah,
Wow.
she's the queen, man.
100%, 100%. Okay, in all the shows you've done, what was your favorite show that you've ever performed?
Well, yeah, I would say
Your
You know-
most memorable moment?
I think vocally, I did my best on Girl, but I think my outfit, the fact that I really got to deal with the arrangement of the song, I had a lot of say in how it was done, was the chain. I loved doing the chain. It was the first time I got to show the roar, not just the country. You got to see the roar and the rock and roll that Jackie has inside of her. And I hate speaking about myself in third person, but that moment is, I'm looking at that moment and, it's kind of an out-of-body experience when you're doing something like that and you have this whole stage to yourself and you're singing in front of 4 very famous icons and you got to sing your heart out to them and show them what you've been wanting to show them the whole time. And that was the scariest moment, but it was the best moment. I loved that.
Oh my God, awesome, awesome. Okay, let's see, touring this year.
Okay,
What-
any agents that want to talk to me, call me. I have great management. I have great publicists. I have, a great. I have my own technique of getting myself booked, but it's usually just in Oregon. I have not had much luck going outside. I mean, I did DC. I'm talking about going to Glendale, Arizona, but I really need help getting myself out of Oregon. People they're like, oh, The Voice. They hear The Voice and they don't really take me that seriously. I think it's a double-edged sword because people in Nashville take me seriously, and I'm playing here, right? I'm at CMA Fest, right? And the Opry tomorrow, but Texas, I want to go to Texas so bad. Nobody will email me back.
What? It'll happen, it'll happen.
I know, I'm going to work
What
my
about
bones.
Nashville? Why don't you move here?
I would, but I have a child,
Okay.
and her dad is in Oregon,
All right.
and I don't want to rip her
Of
away
course,
from
of course, yeah.
family. So 50-50 custody is what I'm doing with
Okay.
with myself from Oregon to Nashville.
How old is your baby?
She's 7.
7. How cute, huh?
Yeah, she's a doll. And
Oh, she's proud of mama, I'm sure.
oh my gosh, she's the one who picked my coach for me. She picked Gwen for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, how adorable, how adorable. Next big thing for Jacquie Roar.
I'm saying, okay, today is a huge deal for me. I mean, I get to sing on the spotlight stage. Jake Owen is going before me. It's like insane, all right?
Oh my God.
I get to do a meet and greet, so people actually want to meet me, which is great. And then tomorrow I'm singing at the freaking Grand Ole Opry Plaza the day that Lainey Wilson happens to be inducted.
Oh,
It's
man.
going to be insane. It's kind of a full circle because Reba asked Lainey, invited her to be inducted on The Voice. Okay, Reba was my coach.
Okay.
And then my mega mentor, Winona Judd, is going to be performing with Lainey
Wow.
on the day. So it's just a full circle moment. I just can't believe it because
Yeah.
they didn't even announce it. I got asked 2 weeks before Lainey even got asked to be in.
Wow.
Yeah, and then they announced everything. I was like, this is insane that this is happening to me right now. I was crying, honestly. I was really
Aw.
excited because it's so emotional for me, that connection, you know?
And all the stars are lining up
Yes.
right here, right now.
Yes.
Oh
God
my
is
God.
real. I believe.
I believe.
I
Oh, that's
believe.
so awesome.
Thank you.
Well, all right. Hey, before we go, did I leave anything out? Anything you want to talk about? You got a new song coming out?
I do have a new song coming out.
okay.
Okay, it's called High Heel High, and it should be coming out either July 12th or July 19th.
Okay.
We haven't set a solid date yet, but it'll be coming out next month. So it's a rockin' song. It's about cheaters being cheaters and what you would do to a cheater.
That son of a gun. Oh my God, such a pleasure. Thank you
to
so
meet you.
much.
Thank you
Lovely
for
to meet
having me.
you. All right, lovely. And we'll say ciao for now.